Ever pondered on the question, what price must be paid for a region to lose its identity? Let's delve into a narrative that's been unfolding in the heart of Asia, in a region known as Kashmir. In the late summer of 2019, a crucial event took place that would dramatically alter the future of this region. The Indian government, in a historic move, revoked the special status of Kashmir, a status that had been in place since the partition of India in 1947. This special status had granted the region a degree of autonomy, allowing it to have its own constitution, flag, and the freedom to make laws. However, with the stroke of a pen, this was all swept away. The revocation was followed by a lockdown. Phone lines went dead, internet services were severed, and the region was isolated from the outside world. This lockdown was not just physical, but also informational, making an entire region digitally invisible. As the months rolled on, the Indian government introduced a new rule, the domicile rule. This rule, simply put, allows non-Kashmiris to gain permanent residence in the region. Critics argue that this move could potentially change the demographic landscape of the Muslim-majority state, a fear that is not unfounded given past attempts to alter the demography of Jammu and Kashmir. The events since the revocation have been marked by violence and mass detentions. Since 1990, over 70,000 people have been killed and thousands detained by Indian authorities. These actions have not only been a cause for concern domestically, but have also raised eyebrows in the international community. The narrative that once promised a referendum for the people of Kashmir to decide their future has now been replaced by a monologue stating Kashmir as an integral part of India. This shift in narrative is not only a violation of international law and United Nations resolutions, but also contradicts India's own constitutional framework. As we stand today, 4 years since the revocation, the situation in Kashmir remains tense and uncertain. The international community has expressed concern, but tangible action is yet to be seen. This could be attributed to the strategic relationships and trade ties countries have with India. In this context, it becomes essential for us to raise our voices, to amplify the unheard stories of Kashmir. It's time to question, to challenge, to engage. It's time to bring Kashmir back into the limelight, not as a piece on a geopolitical chessboard, but as a home to millions of people with their own dreams and aspirations. It's time to advocate for the rights of the Kashmiri people, to ensure they are not forgotten in this grand narrative. Remember, change begins with awareness. So, start conversations, share information, and most importantly, listen to the voices from Kashmir. They have a story to tell, a story that needs to be heard. Let this be the spark that ignites the flame of awareness and action, because in the end we are all part of this interconnected world, and the rights and freedoms of one should matter to us all.